Make peace with yourself. The war outside exists because the war inside exists.
Okay, since it's a bright and fresh morning here in London, we'll start with our feet firmly planted into the ground, hands on the lower abdomen, left hand supporting right, and just connecting to the dantian. Closing your eyes, sending your attention inwards. And feeling the extension at the top of the crown. And making a conscious connection with the cosmos from above, with the earth from below. And just allowing yourself to settle in this moment, being fully present with all of the parts of your being. Observing the breath. Notice where the breath naturally flows into the lungs, into the lower abdomen. If you feel it more higher up or lower down. Notice if there's any tension in the shoulders or the neck area. And at this point, we're just observing, noticing, not judging, not criticizing, seeing things from a space of neutrality, from above, and letting go of all attachments, all expectations. And just being here. We'll start with a deep in-breath, massaging the abdomen area. So breathing in, coming up the right-hand side of the body. Breathing out as you move down to the left-hand side. So you can press quite hard into the stomach area. So this is moving the digestive system. So all the way around the colon area. So this is a good practice to do, especially in the mornings if you've woken up. Feel how you're not only massaging the physical body, but also moving the energy in the body. So you're really connecting with the part of yourself that you're touching. Sending heat into the body. And then the next time you come back down to the dantian, we're just going to send some shaking into the body. So moving the hands as you're shaking up and down. Also kind of do a rubbing. It's like a rubbing shaking. And you can go up and down with your hands to the solar plexus area. And then the next time you're coming up, we're going to go a little bit higher up. So you're massaging right into the solar plexus, and you're just kind of sending a shaking into that area. So massaging and relaxing that whole area. And then going up into the sternum, so the breastbone, and you can rub really hard on this. Just going up and down with the hands, stimulating. This also helps with the immune system. And we're going to take the one hand on the one side of the chest, and we just, again, you can rub quite hard in this area. So you're massaging this whole area up to the neck, down the shoulder area. On the chest as well. And we'll also do the other side. And then we're going to switch over to tapping. So you're using the fingertips first, and you're going to tap right on the breastbone. So massaging in a slightly different way. So you're really stimulating now your whole immune system. And then we're going to do some clapping onto the chest area. So flat hand. Up to the neck, down the shoulder. Around the chest. And we're also going to go down the arm. So outside of the arm going down. And inside coming up. Outside going down. Inside coming up. And we're going to change to the other side. Chest first, around the neck area and shoulder. It's a really good wake-up practice. And then we're going to go down the outside and up the inside. And we'll do this 3 times. And then we're going to go to the lower back. So I'm just going to show you. You're going to just tap on the lower back. So you can use this side of the hand. It's usually easier. I'm going up and down. And then on the glutes itself, so on the bum area, we're just going to make circles. So you're going around with a fist, outward circle. You can do one side at a time. It's usually a little bit easier so you can focus more. Just releasing any tension in the hips. And then change to the other side. And there are beautiful squirrels running up and down the tree that I'm using as my camera stand today. And we're going to go down the outsides of the legs. So you're going down all the way to the bottom and coming up on the inside. Down on the outside. And up on the inside. Do this 2 more times. And then we're just coming back to neutral and we're swiping off all the excess energy. Everything you've released, chest, stomach, back, glutes, and then down the legs as well. So you can go in all directions. Start with the sides, go on the inside, outside, front, back. And just shake it off. Okay, we're going to start with the breathing now. We'll keep the hands on the lower abdomen. And we'll expand from the lower abdomen, breathing in. Sending the arms forward. Deeply breathing into the nose and breathing out through the chest sound, bringing it back to the lower abdomen. So you feel the compression of the energy as you're coming back down. So you feel the energy expansion going up, breathing in. And breathing out, sending the energy back into the body. Deep breaths. Feel the expansion all directions, especially in the lower back. Make sure you're comfortable in your knees, which means they're slightly bent. Not all the way, just not locked, so that energy can flow freely. Take one more breath in the lower abdomen. And then we'll breathe in, coming up the center line, from the lower abdomen into the chest area, breathing in through the nose, expanding in front of the heart area. And then breathing out, bringing the energy back to the heart. And then also down to the center of gravity. So back to the dantian and about 4 fingers below the lower abdomen, but below the belly button. So you're starting and beginning at the same point, breathing in. As you have a longer journey now from your lower abdomen up to the heart, as well as expanding and coming back down. We're elongating the breath with every time we breathe. See if you can coordinate your breath with the movement so you reach the same place in the breath as the place in the body. So maximum expansions when your arms are the most open in front of the heart. And as you reach the lower abdomen, you're at the end of the out breath. one more round here. And with the next breath in, we're breathing in, sending the arms up the center line, up into the midbrain area, and then expanding from the midbrain forward. Feel the energy expanding in front of your mind, opening up all blockages, releasing all thoughts, and then breathing back down to the lower abdomen. So again, even longer this time, the out breath guiding the breath back down. Coordinate the breath, making sure you reach the same point with the in and out breath. Follow the movement in and on top of the body. Take one more round. And with the next breath in, we start with the lower abdomen, moving all the way to the top of the crown. And this time we're expanding above from the top of the crown even further. Keep facing forward, opening up in the arms, relaxing in the shoulders, arms about 45 degrees. Feel the expansion above the top of the crown. And breathing back down the center line, coming back down to the lower abdomen. And again, coordinating your breath. Feel the energy flow up the center line. Stay connected with your feet to the ground so you don't lose your grounding or your balance. And keep the solar plexus pushing down so the ribs are not lifting up. You're not lifting in this area. You keep pulling down so you feel connected between the shoulders and the hips. And with the next time we stay up, and we're going to open the chest, open the head, facing up towards the sky, not all the way up, just 45 degrees. So you're really inviting in all the sun rays in the morning. Even if you're inside, you're visualizing the sun shining on top of you. Feel the freshness of the breath. Open receiving position, taking in energy from the cosmos. And we breathe out, sending the arms down the sides. Breathing in, coming up the center line. Again, opening up in the arms, open in the chest. Keep the space in the lower back so you don't arch in the lower back. Keep breathing in this position. And slowly sending the arms down in the out breath. Let's take one more round, breathing in up the center line. Expanding open. Keep the space in the lower back. Keep lifting through your center. Make sure your shoulders are completely relaxed. And then breathing out down the sides. And we'll send the arms forward and we're going to make some big circles. So on the out breath, going down to the back. And taking other way around. Going forward. And we're going to go up and down, so pointing the fingers towards each other, facing the palms upwards, and just bouncing off the sides of the body. No shoulder tension. See how relaxed your shoulders can be. Continue with this. And then arms forward and back. And the arms are going to come up, down and bending in the knees, up and up. And then slowing down, just moving your legs, shaking out your legs. And we come back to hip width stance. And we're just going to go side to side. So relaxing in the lower spine. Completely relaxing, no force, no tension. You can start using a little bit more force, so you use the momentum to move you a little bit more towards the side, so you're massaging the internal organs. And then we're going to take the arms a little bit higher up. So you're moving the hands onto the shoulder, and on the back, you're going up into the kidneys. So you're coming around with your arms a little bit higher. And then relaxing, coming back to stillness, but let your body find its own way. So don't just completely stop. You're slowing down the movement until your body finds a natural still breath. Bringing your mind back to center. Sending deep breaths into your lower abdomen. We'll breathe in, sending the arms out to the sides. Smallest fingers are pulling away from you, palms are facing back. And we circle around, coming forward, breathing in. And sending the arms down. So breathing in, extending out to the sides, smallest fingers pulling away from you, palms facing back. On the out breath, turning the palms, coming forward and breathing out, bending in the knees, just slightly sending the energy back down. Breathing in, smallest fingers away, palms facing backwards. Feel the extension through the arms, breathing out, coming forward and down. Slightly bending in the knees, relaxing down. Once you've got the feeling for the movement, you can close your eyes. Feel the movement, feel the energy inside. We'll do one more time. Breathing in, extending, feeling the expansion through the hands. And then we'll open up the legs a little bit wider. And we take the palms on the outsides of the hips. And we're going to extend to the side, inverting the arms, facing up with the palm. Breathing in, coming back to center. Breathing out, opposite side. Breathing in. So you're extending through the leg where you're sending the arm out. Breathing in. And we're going to take one step further. So we're going to extend towards the side. We're going to cross over. Feel the full extension. Keep the shoulder connected to the hip. And then circling around. Bringing the arm across and coming back down to the opposite side. So breathing in is extending. Keep extending over, crossing the arm over. Take it over the head. And circling it like a figure 8 in front of the body. Breathing in. Big circle. So you're visualizing a figure 8 in your head. Breathing in, extending. So it's a relatively slow movement. Continue with this movement. I'm just going to plug in my phone. My battery is dying for some unknown reason. Continue with that motion. Close your eyes, feel the movement inside. So you're not just doing an exercise, you're actually feeling the movement internally. Slowly, keep it slow for now. And then we're going to also speed it up if you feel comfortable. So with a little bit more speed, a little bit more force. But make sure you keep breathing and extending through the lower spine so you don't compress. Do one more time each side. And then bringing the legs together, standing on one leg. So feeling the grounding underneath you, bringing up the arms out to the sides. Gathering the breath, harmonizing the energy. Breathing out, keep thinking up to bring the arms out. And extending forward to just in front of the eyes with the fingertips. Extend your gaze towards the fingertips, feeling the balance in the body. So the arms are slightly outwards to the side. It's not completely against you, and it's also not away completely. Elbows are lifted. You're just noticing the balance in the body. Keep the extension out the top of the crown. Notice if your body has a natural tendency to want to go to the left or the right or forwards or backwards. Just notice these tendencies and try to balance inside. Stay in this position. Change my camera angle a little bit. Okay, for the next part, we'll bring the fingers together and the palms together. So as if you're holding something on a plate. And you basically bring it to your forehead, and we're going to bend in the knees, coming all the way down. And then breathing out, we're going to extend one arm up, one arm down behind the body and facing backwards. So you're spiraling back. Breathing in, gathering the hands, coming all the way down. Breathing out. So for you, if you don't get this at home, from the side, you're bringing your arms in front. You're bending all the way down in the knees, squatting all the way down as low as you can, and you're rounding in the back. So you're really bringing the shoulders forward. So you're really contracting internally. And then breathing out, you're sending one arm down and one arm up. The palms are facing away. So the fingertips are away from the body. One arm is up, one arm is down, and you're facing towards the back. So the arms are like this. Breathing in, coming back together. So coordinate your breath so you're breathing in deeply, expanding in the back. So on the out breath, as you're extending upwards, make sure your shoulder stays relaxed. You're not lifting the shoulder up to ear. You're kind of turning, you're spiraling the arm around so that this part is active and you're pulling the shoulder down into the hips. So you don't lose the connection. Let's do one more time each side. And then coming back to center, arms out to the sides and bring it back into the position you were before. And just notice the difference now in the balance and the energy. Notice if you feel more grounded, if you feel more open, if something has shifted in the dynamic. Deep breaths into the lower abdomen. Notice if you feel any tension anywhere in the body, especially in the shoulders. And just sending the message to the body to completely relax. See where you can release or let go more. And allow your lower abdomen to support you. So you're breathing into this area in order to support the chest, in order to support the arms. And you slowly bring the arms down and also opening up slightly more in the legs. So you're back to hip width. And we're going to take the palms facing down towards the ground. Fingertips are spread. So you're facing down towards the ground. And we're going to cross over. Keep extending through this left arm in my case. And you're putting the left arm just behind your body to the side, while you're crossing over with the front arm and taking the fingers right towards that side and facing in that direction. So you feel a stretch. It's almost like this part of the body is really stretching in this direction, but your hips are facing forward. So breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, coming back to center, and breathing out other side. So fingers will keep lifting up forward. Breathing in, coming back to center. Breathing out. Breathing in. So keep sending energy through this part of the hands. You're pushing away from you, from the bottom of the palm. we're going to take it one step further. Now we're going to bend slightly in the knees. We're going to send the arm up. And then breathing in, you're turning the palm around, brushing it forward, and coming slowly down. So now we're going to breathe in. Breathing out, brushing forward with the back of the palm, and coming down. So breathing in. And keep extending with the straight arm that's going down. So you're finding the balance between the power, the extension, and then the complete relaxation and flow coming back forward and down. And this arm stays extended. We'll take one more time each side. And then we'll bring the arms up the center line, keeping the knees slightly bent, breathing in. All the way up, turning the hands, extending above the head, fingertips pointing towards each other. Keep lifting through your center here, so you don't arch in the lower back. Facing up, facing forward, and breathing out, coming back down, out to the sides. Bending in the knees slightly, so you're just relaxed. Breathing in, coming up the center line. Facing up. Extending through the fingertips, facing forward. Breathing out, coming down the sides. Breathing in, coming up. Facing up. Facing forward. One more time, breathing in, coming up. And this time we'll open in the knees a little bit more, so you're getting a wide leg stance. So your hips are now about 3 times the width of your actual hips. And your arms are going to go on the insides of the legs. So your thumbs are pointing backwards and the hands are in the front. And you keep bending in the knees, coming down as low as possible. Sorry, you can't really see me and I can't really change the angle either. Yeah, so it's just a wide leg stance. And try to get your toes to keep pointing forward. So you're really wide as possible. Knees are bent. And you're sitting like in a horse stance. So really comfortable horse riding position. No stress or tension anywhere. And keep lifting through your center so that your lower back is straight. So you don't arch in the lower back. Your bum is not sticking out to the back. From here, we're going to extend forward and to the side. So you're facing in a diagonal direction onto the leg. You're going straight in that direction. Extending over to the side. And then keep facing down towards that foot. Keep facing down towards that foot, changing to the opposite side. And then going deeply around and coming back to the center. We're going to go to the opposite side. So extending towards that side. facing towards the foot. Extending, keep facing that foot. Extending in the opposite direction, really deeply turning in the hips. Keep pushing the coccyx forward so you don't hurt the lower back. And opposite side. Keep facing the foot in the direction that you went to first. Deep turn. And coming back to center, opposite side. Keep bending in the knees. And back to center, opposite side. One more time, last side. And then we're slowly coming up. Just relaxing the arms, just finding your grounding again. Feet hip width apart. Feet facing forward. We're going to end the session today with a little bit of a standing qigong. So we're not going to move that much. We're just going to go into one position and stay there. So floating the arms forward, bending in the knees just a little bit. And make sure that the outsides of your feet are parallel. So the feet, the heels of the foot is coming slightly further out. So the outsides of the feet should be parallel, not the inside. So you can actually look at your feet. Make sure the heels are more outwards. It may feel a little bit weird. And just slightly bending in the knees. And bringing the arms in front of the chest as if you're holding a ball. So from the top it looks like this. So your arms are slightly further away from the chest. Your palms are facing towards your heart center. Shoulders are completely relaxed. And the fingertips are connecting like a magnetic field, pulling together. And then on every in-breath, you're extending slightly further, feeling this magnetic pull in the fingers. And breathing out, coming back to center. So as you breathe, you're opening up in the chest area, you're opening up between the fingertips, and as you breathe out, you're coming back to center. So it's not all the way out here. This is too big. Keep it small. You're just feeling a slight magnetism between the fingertips. So it's in alignment with your breath. So your focus of the breathing is in the lower abdomen. You feel your expansion and contracting all happening in the lower abdomen, which is supporting in the upper abdomen into the ribs, which eventually opens and closes slightly in the chest and the shoulders as you breathe. Keep extending out the back of the top of the crown, so the back of the neck is lengthened. You feel the chin slightly dropping into the chest. And notice if there's any tension in your legs. So as your knees are slightly bent, they may feel a little bit tense. Just keep sending the message to completely surrender and let go. There's nothing to hold on to. The energy will support the flow, which means they will keep the legs as they need to be. All you need to do is send the energy down into the earth from your root, down the legs, and connecting your feet solidly into the planet. And once you get the feeling of this, you can close your eyes. Notice also if you can feel the connection between the palms of the hands and the heart center. Lifting through the lower abdomen, expanding in the lower back. And notice if you feel any sensations in the physical body or in the energy body. Really sending your mind deep down into your center. Allow your arms to just float. It's almost like they're drifting on water. So there should be no tension anywhere on the shoulders. Make sure your neck is relaxed. And keep checking your body to make sure that everything is as relaxed as it could potentially be. Keep sending your breath into your lower abdomen and your lower back. If you feel any tension in the shoulder area, make sure you relax in the shoulders. You keep supporting from the lower abdomen. So your lower abdomen is the center of gravity. If you breathe into this area and you're expanding the energy, it's like a ball of energy that comes out from the lower abdomen that supports all the way around the abdominal area into the ribs. And it allows your arms to just float on top. If you do feel a lot of tension for now in the shoulders, just make small movements in the shoulders and the neck area, rotating in the shoulders, but don't drop the arms. See if you can stay in this position. We're not staying here too long. Ideally, you want to stand for a minimum of half an hour, but there's no way we were doing half an hour today. We'll be doing about 10 minutes maximum. The ideal is to do about half an hour. Half an hour is a full cycle, which means the energy goes through every cell in your body. And it re-energizes, it sends energy, it sends nutrition, clears out all the stagnant energy. So ideally you want to stand for half an hour, roughly every day would be great. And with every cycle you do, so every half an hour that you add, you're going deeper into the more subtle levels, which means you're clearing out more energy, all stagnant toxicity, and you're also re-energizing the body on a deeper level. So the energy from the earth in this position is spiraling up the legs. It meets at the dantian and it spirals like the spine out the top of the crown and also sending the spirals into the arms, which keeps them where they are. which means ideally you want to completely let go of the muscles holding the body and actually surrender to the energy supporting the body. And the longer you stand, the more you'll feel the energy supporting the body, which means the more you can release, even if you are holding in the muscles. You'll actually feel that the energy is holding you in a stronger way where you're more conscious of it. And if you let go, if you relax in the muscles, the energy supports you even more. So ideally you want to move as little as possible. You want to keep in the same position so the energy lines become stronger, because as soon as you move, you're breaking those energy lines and then you have to start building that up again. So this is usually the kind of time where people start getting a little bit tired. Make sure you keep bending in the knees just slightly, just enough to send the energy flowing freely. So there's no tension in the legs. Keep sending the message for the body to relax, to not hold on. We'll only keep it for 1 or 2 more minutes maximum. Keep breathing into the lower back. Make sure your breath stays calm, so the mind stays calm. Okay, so we're going to prepare the body to move again. So for now, just keep breathing, sending your energy and your conscious awareness into your feet specifically. And bringing the energy up the legs. If you feel there's anything that's still shifting in the body, allow it to complete. So you can also stand a little bit longer if you feel you just want to stay here for a little bit. Feeling the connection between the palms of the hands and the heart center. So you don't lose this connection, this energy that you've been building up, especially around the heart area. Keep this connection. And then on the next in-breath, we're going to expand from the heart center, breathing in. Sending the arms outwards, really creating a space, opening in the chest and breathing out, bringing the arms back forward. Breathing in, expanding. And breathing in, closing. Breathing and expanding. Breathing out, closing, and this time we're taking the arms down towards the center. Breathing in, coming up the center line. Breathing out, down the center line, and we're going to bend in the knees, making sure that the feet are comfortable, coming all the way down towards the earth. And then breathing in, coming out the sides, gathering the energy and bringing it back down, bending in the knees. So you're squatting down, sending the energy all the way down into the earth, breathing in, arms out to the sides. Breathing out, coming down. And this time we're going to rest the hands on the lower abdomen as you come down. Placing your left hand on top of the right, so you're supporting. And just reconnecting with your center. Sending deep breaths into the lower abdomen. Notice if you feel any heat in the body. And we start in the same place we started the session, breathing in, coming up the right-hand side of the digestive tract and going down the left. So breathing in is coming up on the side. Breathing out is moving across and going down. So you can press quite hard into the digestive system, into the colon. And then we're just going to knock in the stomach area to release any tension, any energy that may have been blocked in the digestive system. And we're going to rub in the kidneys, up and down, upper back, lower back. And then rubbing the hands together. Rubbing the face. Rubbing the neck. And shaking out the legs. And we breathe in, coming out on the sides with the arms and bringing them per position back to the heart center. Reconnecting to your heart center. Bringing the fingertips towards the brow. To the heart center and back down to the center of gravity in the body, the dantian, and bowing forward, giving endless gratitude for Mother Nature, for all the energy and the support we're receiving every day, to all our teachers and to ourselves for doing this practice. Thank you.